Darren, congratulations, mate. 6-2, and the Storm going out victors here today.
Welcome back to the action on the field, and we have got the grand final, the Women's Open. Chris Caruso's joined me again. Hello, mate.
How you going, Sully?
Yeah, very good. How's the day rolled along nicely?
Wish I had better news, but, I'm up in the commentary box instead of being out on the field after losing in the quarters, but it is what it is. We went down to Sunny Coast, so they were the team to beat. All credit to them.
Yeah, they've had a good day at the office.
100%. But no, we're back here with the Tigers v Dolphins for the Women's Open's grand final, shaping up to be a good game.
Absolutely. Let's have a look at the semi-finals earlier. The Dolphins 4 over the Central Coast 2. And this was a tight one. The Tigers defeated Illawarra 3-2. So there was nothing in this. So you expect this grand final to go exactly the same way as now. Tigers get the first opportunity down this right edge. I'll go through this Tigers side. Well, I'll wait. We'll wait while they're attacking the line. The pass finds the ground. Heavy pass to the left. They look there. They float back underneath. Took off, did Ashley Harrison. Harrison still going. Did enough. I'm pleased we held off. That was the one. Ashley. Oh, Wakira Wellis.
Yeah, she's...
Wiaria Ellis, sorry.
Yeah, a player to watch, young superstar, making the Wallaroo side. Now she's here in the Tigers Women's Open. If there's any player to watch from this game, it's going to be the number one.
I know her.
Yeah.
Rugby league as well.
Yeah, rugby league, but rugby union as well. So she's debuted this year for the Wallaroos. She's only young. I think I could be wrong, but she might not even be 18 yet.
No, I think you're right, actually.
Yeah.
So that's a great start.
Yeah, great start.
Wiaria Ellis.
Dolphins, as a Dolphins team, you'd be looking to shut her down, take away her opportunity.
Well, let's have a look at this side. As we said, the 0-0 is Ashley Harrison. The 1, Wiaria Ellis. The 2, Rikaya Masri. The 3, Candice Cowgill. The 4, Michaela Brew. The 6, Taylor Robson. The 8, Sarah Blair. The 10, Manette Louise Rora. The 11, Jessica Elwood. The 11, Rastalia Smith. The 14, Amy Tyndall. The 21, Madeline Hayden. The 23, Faith Estill. The 31, Kiani Jennings. The 44, Keely Stevens. And the 93, Olivia Collar. The Dolphins, Bridget Salib. The jersey number just says Dolph. So that's the one. The 2, Brooke Dobson. The 3, Chelsea Cryer. The 4, Brady Booth. The 5, Jamie Sybil. The 6, Abby Cryer. The 7 will be Ruby Black Hall. The 8, Tamika Fitzgerald. The 9, Jay Withers. The 10, Olivia White. The 11, Peyton Draskovic. The 12, Charlie Lloyd. The 14, Tess Robinson. The 16, Lani Bresnahan. The 18, Isabella Fanus. And the 35, Georgia Tomasialo.
Well, that's just listening to those team lists, Solly. Off the back of the Dolphins, number 3, Chelsea Cryer, Australian women's captain, another player to watch in this game. So
I'll tell you what, they're going to win the race. Ball just gets a lovely bounce. The tag, nicely done. Masri just followed and some clever work. All of a sudden, the Dolphins, they trail 0-0. The big dummy throw and got away from one. No, she can't. That's a good tag there on Sybil. Or is it Cyball? Which way are we going to go?
We'll go with Cyball.
Cyball?
We'll go with Cyball. We could be wrong. Apologies to the viewers at home.
So now they survive that, the Tigers, after that sharp start.
Yeah, great kick as well, and even better kick chase, but Tigers' scramble defense was able to hold off there.
Well, it's something we haven't, watching these games early in the day, it's something we haven't seen a lot of kicking.
We always tend to see that little grubber kick behind the line to regather, but you don't see that long kick for someone else.
So now the Dolphins, through their 18 for Noose. In a good field position here, though. Great opportunity for them. Tomasialo. Skipping, stopping, going again was Robinson.
Still going.
Did well. So they're going to come down this short side on the left through Cryer. I like when you mark one out. That's the best way to do it, Chris. We've already marked one for each side. So there's the bounce. The kick wasn't great.
And again, not a bad place to kill it. Dolphins want to apply the pressure here, try keep them down here, force an error, force a bad kick, or, try get the ball back. But
those quick feet of Ellis,
yeah,
that was evident just then. And you can just see the camera work is outstanding. You just see the front on with her, the way she does the quick feet.
No, she's dangerous. Every time she touches the ball, you expect something.
There's some good defence there from the Dolphins as the kick just dribbles over halfway now, brings it back with a little bit of interest. Did well. Ruby Blackall. Out of dummy half, goes up the right, Olivia White. Tackled right on halfway. 1-0. Tomasiolo. Bresnahan. Bit of contact there. They ran into each other as they came back. Not that deep, the Dolphins on this left edge. Skipping off that left foot was Withers. Withers found a runner back inside Bresnahan. Last tackle. Interesting to see the odds.
Great hands there.
Outstanding. Manette Louise Roy.
Yeah.
She did well, didn't she? It was a great slips catch.
Exactly. Another player to watch in this Tiger side is the number 93, Olivia Kohler. Yeah, she's fantastic with the ball. So another key ball player to watch there for the viewers at home. Also playing in that Australian women's team.
Bounce of the football key here. They'll get the restart.
Yeah, she was lucky to miss that because it went dead and she's probably got a better result than if she would have caught it. So they'll get a 7-tag set here.
So Dolphins, only early in this clash. They go up that right edge again. Nice line run then on that occasion for Nus Isabella. The back end of the weekend, of course, they've played a lot of footy, haven't they?
Oh, yeah, this will be their 9th game of the weekend. So, your body's sore. You're probably battling an injury out there. And the past 2 days of weather haven't helped. But
beautiful day for it today, though.
Oh,
a little bit steamy now, though, isn't it?
It's
just picked up a little bit. Oh, great line run there and slipped through. But the tag was made on Abby Cryer. Didn't want to play the footy. They go back to the right again. Quick feet, Chelsea Cryer, back infield, come to the left. Well done, trapped it nicely. Tamika Fitzgerald, she got it back infield, came off Cryer, the bounce of the footy. Oh, interesting to see what the ref calls here.
No.
Going to say knock on Dolphins.
No, he's going to say, I think, he's going to say knock on Dolphins there. Yeah,
it'll come out. I thought he pointed to, as they say, the quarter.
Yeah. No, I think it was the right play there by the right call from the referee. Chelsea tried to dive on it to ground the ball, and in doing that, she knocked it on over the line. Something
you alerted the listeners to this morning, and I've sort of worked with it all day, is now the Tigers, they come up this, as still it was, just about how the change, you make your tags. Yeah. Oh, not your tags, your substitutes when you're closest, and I've been watching that all day. Tigers just did that then.
Oh, great hands there from Ellis there. But, you'll notice that the smart teams, as they're making their way up the field, if they're looking to substitute, they'll try and make those subs and play up the side of the box just to make it easier for their players to come on, take a run, and help them out instead of, just doing 1-outs and dummy half runs.
Yeah, no, that's been evident as the day's gone on, and there's unfortunately, for the Dolphins, well, I'm presuming Bridget Saleb's the one. I've got Dolphin, I think, but I think she's the one because she's definitely out there. Now trying to roll through the hole, Abby Cryer. She did well. Picked up quickly, Chelsea Cryer out of dummy half. At speeds, Withers. Defence from the Tigers holding strong. Skipping, Chelsea Cryer. They put the kick through. Jamil Sabel. And the kick from Cyborg, it'll be a handover.
No, I think it's going to be a dropout.
Oh, right. They're going to say touched.
Yeah. The refs are pointed to touch by the Tigers, and you'll see the players lined up there for the behind the line. But early on, or middle of this first half, Tigers have been tested. This is going to be their 4th repeat set in a row, defending their line or just off their line. So, 1 up, the Tigers. This is where. Games are won here if they test this, but that's a great dropout there.
It is a great dropout. I was going to say, we saw a deep one. Oh, rolling into it. Ran hard. Jay Withers. Quick play of the ball. Now Cryer. This time Chelsea Cryer. Withers. Quick play the ball again. Did well, Salib. She'll have to come back. Into dummy half will go Brady Booth. To the right. Chelsea Cryer again. The kick through. It's the bounce is crucial. Too deep.
Yeah, just that fraction too deep there. It was a good kick and a good run, but just one extra bounce over the line. It just needed to sit up. Finally, the Tigers are going to make some subs, get some fresh legs out there, and hopefully just get up the field and put a kick down and apply some pressure to Dolphins.
I think it's just that bounce of the ball. As you said, if it sits up, they score.
100%. You know, that sometimes it's just probably a little bit of extra mud there where the ball bounced the first time, and it.
Back inside they come, room to move. She is going to, and she's got support with her. Tries to straighten it up. Sarah Blair, I'll tell you what, if she had a chance again, she would have seen Tyndall just sitting on a pocket. Well, it wasn't Tyndall, it was Stevens. Keely Stevens was backing up on the inside.
Yeah, a little bit of a momentum ship here, so that she makes a fantastic break, and now Dolphins have the pressure all on them now.
Balls hit the ground. Play on will be Robson. Harrison. Nice work. Skipped inside. Puts boot the ball. Tyndall. And picks up and scores. No, the tag. Desperation.
She probably didn't even have to kick it there. The player ended up missing the tags, and she's kicked it, and a fantastic tag there.
Harrison, I think you're right. I'll tell you what, if she doesn't kick it, I think she scores.
Oh, you know.
She got hurt in the play too. She's come straight off. There's Amy Tyndall, but she showed a couple of touches. Back in field. The Dolphins trying to bring it out of their danger zone. Just tucked the ball underneath and charged into it. Tomasacello.
They got numbers here on the right.
Probably not deep enough, though, or they put the kick through. Oh, nice bounce. Well, she did really, really well there. Riccardo Masri it was. She's got the hat on. Stands out, doesn't she, with the white cap? She's just coming off now, though, by the looks.
There's one skill to be able to kick the ball, but for the wingers, to be able to be in the right position and stop that kick from, going out or going to 50-10 or... that's another skill in its own, and she's doing a wonderful job there. But that kick there, too high.
Yeah, there's a mistake for the Tigers. As you saw the referee just touching the shoulder, so that means it's gone too high. We didn't say the referee, Bray Agnew. Only a young fella as well. Doing a great job. I think the youngsters who refereed have done a great job.
Yeah, well, we had another young referee, this morning, 16 years old, and this referee doesn't look too much older.
He doesn't, does he? Dolphins ever so close on that far right-hand corner. Going to skip out a dummy half. Olivia White it was. Taking the ball to the line. Blackhall. What have they got? Bresnahan goes front door and charging onto it was Withers.
Yeah.
Now, I call that the sandwich play today. What's the official?
The official is it's closing the gap. So when two defenders come together to close that gap that runner's, allowed to take. So, yeah, it's similar to contact, but it's between two players. But, we'll call it the sandwich.
Well, mate, I'll tell you what, if anyone knows England Tube, the Tube in England, and you hear the close the gap all the time. I do like the sandwich play. They come in. But now the Dolphins turn it back around. It's a play they worked well with the tag.
Mate, this defense from the Tigers is outstanding in this first half. There's a reason why they've only led a few tries in this whole tournament, and it shows today. Nothing's getting through them.
And I'll tell you what, the Dolphins are throwing everything at them too. Last tackle option. Olivia White, she was on that right side of the field. She came left for that occasion and the handover. So once again, the Tigers, they lead 1-0. Kohler. Harrison. Quick shift here. They try to... the one pass they needed. Good defence from the Dolphins. A little bit of desperation from them as well. Olivia Kohler. Harrison trying to thread the needle, waiting. Tacks it nicely too. Ruby Blackall.
Great tag there from Madeline Hayden. Great kick chase and yeah.
Tomasas, hello. Played at. Spins back and goes back into the hands of Abby Cryer, who kicked it.
Played at 6 again.
Steps off that left foot. Well done. Creating an opportunity now for Dobson. Once again, that defence. Oh, slips over to Abby Cryer too. Just that's one of those ones you look and you go, oops, knee. Wide. Front door.
Great tag, great defense.
Withers.
Look, Dolphins are throwing great shape at them. They're running stuff. They're running their set pieces. They're getting set for stuff. But Dolphins is just a brick wall at the moment.
Picks up and goes. You're right, though. Tie ball. Looks, and now they find Chelsea Cryer. She turns it around. The bounce sits up. Tag. You can see one lone pink tag on the ground, and that was the one.
Yeah. Referee Bray, is it?
Bray Agnew.
Yeah, he's caught it straight away. You know, she whistle tag first. He's got this game controlled, and his calls are 100% correct.
Masri plays it. As the Tigers try to cut. Once again, a good tag that time. Jay Withers just waited and watched. Now, numbers. If they can shift it quick enough. They look back in field. Nice. It was a great catch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
As Michaela Brew came down. But the great catch there from Stevens.
But even Dolphins defense, besides that one try that was let in early on in the first half, in the first part of this half, they have let nothing through now. Yeah, their defense has also been terrific. You know, 1-0 with about 12 minutes into the game.
Well, as we said in those semi-finals games, you know, at the end of the day, the Dolphins only let Central Coast in for 2. And the Tigers, Illawarra for 2. So defensively, both sides have come into this very, very well. And as you say, you just had that 1 minute of just being half asleep. And Ellis grabbed him early, didn't he? There's a great kick. It's been touched.
Is he calling? You see,
That'll be a dropout.
That's very smart from the winger. So the winger's gone, and even though she thinks she can't get there to catch it and make a play, what she's done is she's hit it dead instead of letting it go out in the 10. Because now they will get a dropout, kick it a bit further, instead of giving the Dolphins a tap from the 10.
Yeah, Rakaya Masri, it was outstanding work.
It was a fantastic kick from Chelsea Cryer, but it's just smart footy from the winger there.
So now, Dolphins looking for their first points in this Women Open Grand Final on finals day. I can't believe we're down to the second last game. It's amazing how quick the day has gone. Fitzgerald. Cryer gets the dummy half. The pass goes wide. Booth. Big dummy throw and then comes back. Cryer. Catch and pass from her. What's the ref going to say here?
Yeah,
knock on.
Knock on there from the winger on the Dolphins. So.
Yeah, Isabella Fanous was the player that did knock it on just into a Tigers player.
You know, Tigers, they're not pushing it. They're playing smart footy. They're up by 1 in the final. They're getting out. They're completing their sets. They're putting in a kick. That goes the siren for the second half.
Now's an opportunity as the halftime siren sounds. Needs a support player in field. She couldn't find one. Madeline Hayden. She did have a look, but a player just couldn't keep up with her.
Taking the tag. Don't push anything. Don't do anything silly. Go into the half leading 1-0. You know, great way to start.
And as you said, the Tigers lead 1-0, courtesy of that try to Ellis early in the half. We'll be back with all the second half action shortly.
Think of everything you could do with NIB. You could use NIB rewards to get a discount on some new sneakers. You could get into running. With the time you save with telehealth and prescription delivery, you could really get into running. You could find the perfect physio and really get into running. You could even get discounted travel insurance. Let's just start with the sneakers. NIB, potentially amazing.
I really enjoy doing it. Is this your last one?
Welcome back. Coffs Harbour International Stadium. KO freebies. And this women's grand final, National Oztag grand final, Chris Caruso. It's evenly poised. 1-0 at halftime.
Yeah, great first half from both teams defensively. You know, Dolphins let an early try in, but, you know, just as something simple. But from there on, both teams have been defensively just outstanding.
And that's a good kick-off from Harrison. She really drove the footy. And the Dolphins, they've had a few opportunities that'll be knocked down by the Tigers. So a little knock on, they'll get the restart. And they get on with it quickly.
You know, we touched on it in the first half, Sully, but there's just no breeze out there today for these players. So,
here's a great kick. The bounce is crucial. Is it going? You got to be patient. Still bouncing around and picked up. Yeah. Oh, they're going to say penalty. Yeah, not allowed to flop on it, are you?
The attacking team can only dive on the ball in a try-scoring opportunity. So that not being a try-scoring opportunity, they're not allowed to officially dive on the ball. So she just got the unlucky of the bounce there. You know, if it bounced up for her, she scores that.
Well, that's brilliant to hear because, I wasn't sure. Obviously, she's seen it there. She said, I'm going to grab it. And you're not allowed. Now, Brew looks and finds Harrison. Harrison goes wide. Numbers here if they can shift it.
Well, it wasn't bad eyes from the kicker and Dolphins there. You know, they saw no one back. They knew they had speed to burn. Put in a deep kick. Oh, terrific take there.
It was a terrific take. Harrison really, she's got a boot on her. There's Ashley Harrison. The Dolphins now get an opportunity in the enemy territory. They'll look up. Cryer takes the ball to the line. To the left they go. Great pass. You could hear the crowd yelling out it was forward. It was not.
No, we had perfect view there, and that was flat.
That was a nice pass.
Perfectly timed.
A little run around now. So they create opportunity. Abby Cryer wants a runner. Found one in white. With the tag coming in, once again, Tigers trusting their defence. Wide pass. Numbers. If they can shift it. Say Lib. She got it on. Once again, this Tigers defence holding strong.
Yeah, they've let nothing through here. For the people that are just tuning in, semi-finals, they only let 2 in. You know, it's just terrific defence. They're backing themselves. They're playing smart footy. They're not doing anything silly.
Yeah, but I think what you said too about the Dolphins' defence, it's in the same boat.
Oh, 100%.
They've had one. Wairiri Ellis had one opportunity in that first half, and she made the most of it. Ellis, the little tip on. Now an opportunity for Cowgill.
But in these high-level games, you know, women's open grand final, they're not going to be high-scoring games. You know, they're both terrific at what they do, but, you know, they're both going to be defensively well, make the tags, be in the right position. So they're not going to be those, you know, 17-2, those 12-5s. They're going to be the 4-3s, the 3-2s, and just good games of footy on both ends.
Yeah, but as I said to you about, you know, this is the 9th game, and if one thing does, as you can help me with this, as the tournament goes, defensively you get better because you trust the person next to you.
Oh, 100%. You know, as much as you train with their players, nothing, you know, tests you more when you play.
That's cool. Oh, that's a great. Oh, it's done. You can look at the crowd. They have just gone, what? The kick looked perfect. When it was done, then all of a sudden there's a big leg spinner.
It just hit the wrong spot of the turf there, and then hit a 90-degree angle and went dead. But it was a great kick by Chelsea.
I was just watching the Dolphins supporters in front of us, and they just put their heads back and gone, oh, the opportunity was there. Now, Ellis. The catch and pass. Masri still alive. Eventually, the tag happens. Ellis has a quick look, then shifts it on quickly for Blair. Sarah Blair, Ellis. Trying to sum up the situation. Oh, the tip-off back inside. Gone in a touch, have they?
No,
or a tag?
Tag first there from the winger. So
good work down that right edge. Robson was the player that was tagged late. You're going to let the ball talk. Come back infield. Kohler. Last tackle options. Blair will go to dummy half. It'll go to Ellis. Ellis bounces off that left. Back inside, diving. Blair. Has she scored? I think she has. They're going to point to the spot. Outstanding work. Ellis just bounced off that left. You'll watch the replay. She set it up, but keeping it alive was Sarah Blair.
she locks eyes with the defender and bang, off the left. Ball runner, number 8, hits the perfect hole, dives straight over the line and gives them a little bit of breathing room. So now the score is 2-0.
Yep.
Tigers. Again, and Tigers, they're not playing silly. They're not pushing for that extra points. They're playing smart. When the opportunity comes, they wait and then they strike. And in 2-0 now, I guarantee you they're going to go back to exactly what they're doing. Trying to get out, get that kick away and force the error.
And there's a mistake. There's the error you're talking about. It's come off the knees of Isabella Fanus. So the Tigers, very similar to that first half, they score early in the second. Through their number 8, Sarah Blair. Now they get a great opportunity. Tyndall. Just walking across, found Ashley Harrison. And she found Stevens. Harrison. Wide pass. Elwood. Elwood tipped it off for Estill. At first receiver. Elwood. It was Elwood. Now Harrison. Throws the big dummy. Harrison gets through. Numbers, can see space. Does well. And Minette Louise Rora. She scores. And after that mistake from the kickoff, but what about the dummy from Harrison?
Yeah, everyone thought they were going through the sweep play here. They all thought that she was going to give, but she holds onto it here, holds the defenders up. As you see here on the replay, bang. And then through the line, finds the number 10, hips straight through the line.
Yeah, Minette Louise Rora. I tell you what, that's a good show and go from Ashley Harrison.
So now we've got 3-0 to score.
That's a big, big dummy, wasn't it? Outstanding.
Oh, terrific play there.
Well, you look left. I was watching.
I was looking for. I was watching. I was like, where'd the ball go? Hang on a minute. It's over here on the wrong side.
So now the Tigers lead 3-0. They led 1-0 at half time.
We're still early on into the second half, though. As the viewers, if they've been watching the games, this morning, they'll know how quickly things can change. Just going off of the game before, the men's 20s, it was 2-0, all of a sudden 5-2, sorry. So the game can change.
My word, it can, at any time. Robinson. Out of dummy half. Just trying to create an opportunity. This Dolphins side, ball's been trapped by the feet. Clever work. Now puts boot to ball. Can she win the race? The two number 6s going at each other on that occasion. Abby Cryer and Taylor Robson. There'll be no sillies here from the Tigers.
No, they're just playing smart, taking the 1-2s.
Kohler. Found Blair.
They'll look for a kick here. Try get it deep down into the Dolphins' half.
Ellis got away from 1, got away from 2. Now looks up, finds Blair. Blair does tip it off quickly for Cowgill. And now that last tackle option, Ellis will have a look. And goes into the hands of Brew. And there's the knock on. So they get a result here, the Tigers. Another repeat set. Dominated possession in the second half, haven't they?
And this is what the Tigers have worked for that whole first half. They got 1 point on the board. They didn't do anything silly. They were patient. And now they're working off the back end of that. They're reaping the rewards of that. And here goes Ellis again. she's just electric off the standstill. She catches the ball and then takes off like lightning there. If you go back to the replay,
yeah, Wayaria Ellis.
She's terrific off the ball.
She scored 2. She's had a try assist with another one. She's been heavily involved.
Every time she gets the ball, you know something's going to happen, and it just shows there. Something out of nothing.
Isn't it good when you pinpoint someone and they come up trumps for you as a co?
No,
well done, Chris.
You know.
No, well.
She's playing terrific out there today, and she's been doing it for years now. But
they looked after her after she scored that first try in the first half. They kept an eye on her, the Dolphins, but in this second half, she's taken matters into her own hands. She's been dominant. As you said, she's only a youngster playing in this women's. So now rolling through the hole. Looked like she was off and gone, Olivia White, but she's got to come back right on halfway. Cryer. The chase is on. Harrison got there. Be interesting to see the referee calls here. We're going to have a dropout, are we?
Going to be a dropout. The Tigers player's taking it dead, and she's been a little bit silly there, you know, taking her time, trying to wind down the clock. She's not in any rush, but
she must have just got that before she went into the in goal.
Oh, so the ball's still in play until it bounces.
It bounces, that's right.
It bounces over the try line. So, it could hang up there for a while, but until it bounces, that's when it's dead. So
you just get the feeling this is a massive play for the Dolphins. They need to get on the scoreboard. Cryer knows it too. She throws an early pass. Spinning, Caleb. Lloyd. Found Cryer. Booth. You see the referee doing a great job. Agnew just barking, telling Tigers to get it onside. Nice pass. Tag, though. A lovely pass from Chelsea Cryer. With a tag from Fanous. Now Cryer at first receiver. Booth. Wide pass. Caleb. And the handover. They could do no more on that occasion. Ruby Blackhall. Tagged only a metre away. Once again, Tigers' defence, it's been their good friend.
Yeah, 100%. Like, they're just playing smart footy. They're just being a brick wall out there. They're letting nothing through. They trust each other. They're always in the right position. You know, just touching on what you said about Will Ellis, you know, the youngsters coming into an Opens division and dominating. It takes a lot of skill to do that. And, I had some player in my team do the exact same this year, you know, young 18-year-old Bede. And, it shows that they're trying to prove themselves in a team like this. They always want to go above and beyond. And sometimes a youngster can motivate us to, do better.
I really think the youngsters also fit in nicely with those older, experienced players as well.
Oh, just running off the back of their experience, hitting the holes, learning off them. And, like I said, always trying to prove to them, prove that they can be in that team. And sometimes they come up with fabulous plays just like that one from Rila Ellis.
So now the kick. Abby Cryer. It'll be a handover.
I feel for the Dolphins. They're just getting that unlucky bounce on those kicks there. You know, we've got a couple here from Chelsea Cryer that could have gone either way, and another one there that just, again, hits the mud and goes out just before the 50-10.
Stevens played it. Ellis through the hole. She needs support. She'll find a support if she can. She couldn't. And the tag was good. And what she done, put her side into a nice zone. Oh, well, good, great pick up there from Stevens. Stevens looks back inside. Finds Masri. Stevens again. Wide pass, Elwood. Now Ellis. Ellis throws the dummy. They keep an eye on her on this occasion. Smith.
Touched by Dolphins there.
Oh,
Knock on, 6 again.
6 again. Stevens. Cowgill. Stevens. Ellis. Dancing. Sees a gap. Looks. Opportunity. Back in. Oh, great tag as Stevens looked like she was off and gone. They did well. Now Roa goes to dummy half, and Ellis is at first receiver. Looks at the situation, waits, wants a runner, finds it. Stevens has got to come back. Just combining nicely on this left edge. Roar and Stevens there together. Ellis. Wide.
Here we go, on the left
Tyndall.
side.
They're going to go right. They might end up coming back to the left, though. Tyndall, Ellis. They got up quickly. Now the last tackle. They don't need to do anything silly here. Tigers, they lead 4-0 and gets... Oh.
Great tag, but not a bad place to kill it. Tigers, again, not doing anything silly. They're just going to defend here, keep Dolphins. Why would they need to? 4-0. We're 13 minutes into the second half.
Amy Tyndall's had some good touches, hasn't she? The 14 as well. She's been important for this Tigers side. There's the kick, spinning around. Who's going to win the race? Did well. Madeline Hayden. Now Tyndall gets that dummy half. Kohler. Rora. Cowgill. Rora. Cryer wasn't letting her go. Comes in and makes the tag. Now Ellis. Ellis skips off that left foot again. Desperation. Dive from Olivia White. Last tackle. Goes to Brew.
Touched by Dolphins there, so it's going to be Tigers' ball once again.
About nearly under 5 minutes left. 4-0. Great opportunity here.
Could Tigers make it 5 here?
Kohler. They keep it alive. Ends up with Brew. Balls hit the ground. Nearly got in each other's way there. Until it was picked up. Harrison. Brew. We've got a 6 to go. Another one.
Another one. Sometimes, you know, they're not intentionally trying to go for an intercept. They're just reaching for that tag, and as they reach for the tag, they try past the ball, and it is a touch. So
Great. That's right.
It's unfortunate sometimes, but it happens, and Dolphins are tested once again here.
Harrison.
Tag first before the pass.
Right, it'll go back to Harrison, will it?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, nice pass.
Great tag. Great line as well. From
great
the 20.
footy.
Yeah,
that's the bottom line.
Yeah, everything was good there. The pass, the running, the tag. It was just... And, you know, besides a few, you know, missed tags here and there, the whole game's been good footy.
Oh, it's been outstanding. Skipping. Kohler. Another dangerous player for this Tigers side. Out of dummy half goes Blair. Blair, the desperation coming across from the Dolphins. They might be running out of time though, Chris.
Yeah, if Dolphins want to get that comeback started, they're going to have to put points on the board pretty soon.
Yeah, 4-0. Might be a bridge too far. As the Tigers look to become national women's champions. Chelsea Cryer. Going back for it. Masri.
Seems to be always in the right position, that winger, Masri. She's doing a fantastic job out there today.
Yeah, she's been up and about, hasn't she, the whole time as well? Now Blair, one of the try scorers. 2 to Ayaria Ellis, 1 to Sarah Blair, 1 to Minette Louise Rora. And last tackle. So the Dolphins will get an opportunity with 2.5 left. White. She's presented at the right opportunity, Olivia White, a number of times, hasn't she, for the Dolphins? Just haven't had the opportunity. Back for White again.
The Tigers just always seem to, you know, have that one pink tag just lying on the floor after they dive over the try line. So
Withers. Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah, you just have a little look behind and you can see it. skipping, Cryer. Cryer got the pass from Bresnahan. White. Bresnahan goes wide. And once again, great work as Charlie Lloyd on the last tackle. And the Tigers, that'll do, I was going to say. It ends up in the hands of Aurora. And the Tigers are our national women's champions.
And yeah, well deserved to the Tigers. Credit to them. You also got to give credit to the Dolphins. Their defense was good, their attack was good, but Tigers just were better today. You know, in all parts of the game. They didn't let one try in. They're clinical all the way around. They were patient. They earned the right to play, and when they got the opportunity, they put points on the board. As you go back to the replay, that's the first try by the number 1, Warilla Ellis, early on in the first half, and that was the only try in the first half. This is back on the second half, off the left, puts her ball runner straight through a hole.
Yeah, Sarah Blair it was.
That's 2-0 there.
And that's that one where we had it, one try assist. And this one where Harrison just threw the big dummy and looked up and found Minette Louise Roy. And she did the rest. And then just a little bit of icing on the cake from our number 1, Waiaria Ellis. As she took off and saw clear air. Always nice when no one's there. We'll cut to a break. And 1 game to go.
I'm here with Women's Open captain Sarah Blair. Sarah, talk us through that grand final just there.
Yeah, it was a really hard match. It was a 40-minute effort from all of us, and I think we had a point to prove from State Cup. You know, being up 4-0, going down 4-0 and losing the grand final really hurt. So I think tonight, this weekend, we had a point to prove, and I think we tried our best. We worked.
Thanks for that. We want to hear it. Tell us a bit about your team. You just trash tackled you.
Look, I can have no more positive things to say about this team. They're a great bunch of girls. We're all there for each other. The love that we have today proved on the field. We back each other up. We're always there for each other. Couldn't ask for a better group of girls. And our coaches, like, without them, we wouldn't get that win. Without the belief, you know, Trent, Mitch, especially Mitch as our coach, he has for us, all of our trainers, everyone that gets a part of it. Like, it just makes it one big team, one big family, and that's how I think that we were able to get that win today.
Too easy. Congratulations and go celebrate.
Thank you.
Think of everything you could do with NIB. You could use NIB rewards to get a discount